Today we continue with the 40 things to give up for Lent and beyond, and today we are giving up self-sufficiency. It is Maundy Thursday, and it was on this day that Jesus shared his Last Supper with his disciples before his crucifixion. This was a difficult day for Jesus. On this day he was betrayed by Judas. He was abandoned by his disciples. He was denied by Peter. He was arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane, and he was brought to trial before the religious leaders. In agony that night, he prayed, "Father, take this cup of suffering from me." And as he prayed, sweat dripped from his forehead as drops of blood. The weight of the world was bearing down upon him, and this was a cry of distress. There are times when it seems like the weight of the world is bearing down upon us. Other times we may not feel such tremendous weight, but at any given time we have certain hurts, struggles, and trials that we are going through. Yet many times we play a game and we pretend that everything's okay. We're asked how we are doing and we respond by saying, "Good." We want to present that perfect Christmas card picture with the happy family where life is great. As pastor, I will often ask people how I can pray for them. But most often I get a request to pray for friends or family members. A brother who is sick, a coworker who has lost their mother, a friend who is going through divorce. It's much more rare for someone to actually request that I pray for them themselves. We take the attitude, "I'm okay, you're okay," but the truth is that that's not okay. We have difficulty asking for help. We pride ourselves in our self-sufficiency, and we fear that by asking for help we are somehow less of a person, and we fear being made into a charity case. The truth, however, is that we are all charity cases. The biblical Greek word for grace is charis, from which we get the word charity. Grace is charity, and it is through the grace of God that He helps us in our need. We have a sin problem, and thanks be to God, we receive our help through Jesus Christ. It's time to give up self-sufficiency. Know that it is better than okay to ask for help. We need help. God gave us each other to help each other out. It was in the book of Genesis that God first created the man, and then He created the woman. And He says that the woman was given to the man to help him out. She's described as a helper. And this is the very reason that God gives us other people. It can be difficult to admit that we need help, but I have found that admitting help is extremely rewarding. First of all, more often than not, people are more than willing to help out. But also another thing happens when you admit that you need help is that other people will also admit that they need help as well. And then the sharing and the helping begins. Being a part of a supportive community is so much better than being a part of a community where everyone is masquerading, pretending like everything is okay. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of a community where individuals are willing to make themselves vulnerable and to receive the help and support that they need, and when that help is offered. Just to conclude, I want to say thanks. Thanks to everyone who has helped me out along the way. I love you all. Hey, happy Maundy Thursday, everyone. We're going to see you tomorrow on Good Friday.